to go.
And then just like run through a field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, with this show, for example, I've seen so many comments, like, from old people that used to watch our Call of Duty videos, like, dude, I grew up, like, now this content.
Do I have to be that way?
Like, in a
I
few
might
years,
have to.
there might be a lot of
Damn.
people that are also interested in golf, and, like, somebody that would love to just see you and Ken or whoever playing golf, so.
Exactly. Growing up with us, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Not getting
It
old.
happens. It happens.
Yeah.
So no baby ninjas anytime soon?
We're very open to a family now. We're like, we've had a lot of conversations and a lot of yes and no's actually, where we're both like, yeah, we're not doing that, and then we're like, okay, hold on now. So we're in a great spot. We would love anything that happens.
Okay. Ninjas that or.
We want to do. So 13-year-old dude.
Throw 'em
So
up.
33. If we have a boy or a girl, 13 years. I'll be 46. So and the 13, I think they can shoot. So there you
You can
go.
pass it down.
Dude, imagine my little kid.
How in the frick, brother? Brother, ew. Brother, ew. What?
Yeah, who knows what the world
What the
looks
world's gonna be like, right? 4-3's on the way, bro. Hashtag Biden's America.
Well, you know.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Well, I agree there. Who knows, man? I have no idea what's gonna happen in the next 10 years, but
2 months, man.
exactly. But I appreciate you. Thank you for questions. Really appreciate it. Because on the episode, I think
I don't know why the heck.
Kind of the finances and Fortnite and just your career is very interesting. I think you're one of the most passionate people I've come across in this industry. So you deserve, the success is deserved and it's real. You know. So congrats. Thank you again for taking the time.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it, man. And you guys watching? See you next time.
Okay. Let's see.
"24-hour police officers at my home for 5 years."
Maybe you don't need someone to rep you in that way, like you thought you do. Maybe you can just handle it.
I know how to hustle. I know how to make $1. I know how to hit a flea market. There is no tired. There is no tired. You sleep next time. Rated R super bottle, 100 million views. So now you're gonna leave Mickey's family videos that are PG, like super PG. I went to war over that show because I'm a Haley vlogger running around with my camera on hyper speed, and all of a sudden.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I just now lost
I don't
myself
know. How do I
full time.
pop
I never
up
even thought of that.
chat?
I never even thought once about that.
Or does it just pop up?
But
I'm
you're
trying
different,
to.
right? Like you built a brand.
Let's see here.
Come on, dude. You got this.
Hey, Damien, what's going on? How you doing today? There we go. So chat just pops up, I guess. I was like wondering where it is.
Just a quick note before the video starts, a lot of people were asking for this to be uploaded on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It is uploaded on both of those.
Working on
episodes and all episodes moving forward. That's without any sound
Working on
effects,
a
no audio.
Cybertruck
You
today.
can enjoy that.
Doing some color PPF on it.
I don't think I'll ever film this in a laundromat again, so allow
Okay.
That's really cool.
Welcome to As Good as It Gets.
I mean,
Go.
first of all, I just gotta say
This was long enough.
I have-
Hey, Worm, what's going on? How you doing today, fam? What's up? What's up?
I know we've
What's up? What's up?
We hit 16 years yet.
Right there. So crazy. I know in New York when FaZe was when we first went in the house. Now, what is that? 10 years ago this year. Remember we saw a few here and there. We never met. Ow. Yeah.
Okay. Still waiting for FaZe to show up. Like a skeleton.
I know. You're one of the first big YouTubers like that too.
Man, this color is so cool, dude. This color is so sick.
You are now. You just passed 100 to what? 60 days almost. 150 recently. You're about to cross 150.
Color is so sick.
So we're gonna get to all of that. But I just want to say thank you for having me in Ohio. I have to say, I asked Roman right away. He responded and said, "Let's do it." And then everyone asked my question. Whatever you need, I'm there. Whatever you're ready. So I really appreciate it. Because you don't need to be doing this at all.
Well, I've done this podcast game, so I know what it's like to reach out to people. Yeah, it's a little hectic stuff.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. You guys are coming to Ohio.
Hey, it's freaking long. We were weren't sure we were gonna film, I'm glad. By the way, I gave you options. He did. He gave me options. You know how many options he gave you? One of the first things he said was, "Let me know when you land. I can pick you up in my helicopter and bring you." So he definitely was not, you know, he did not.
Get it done.
Oh, okay.
I did not do the helicopter right, but thank you for the offer. That's not serious. This guy really offers to give me a helicopter. I think that's like one of the most.
Where is my? There it is.
Just off the helicopter. When did you get the helicopter? I gotta just ask.
How is there flying?
So the whole helicopter started over decades. Actually, in my videos, I used to joke around with my viewers. I'd see a helicopter and I'd be like, one day, I will learn how to fly a helicopter. I've been obsessed with them. I think they're the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I can't see a helicopter without like running out of my house and looking up. Like, I love them. So it was a joke for a decade. And then when I went off YouTube for a while, I had time and I had money. So I was like, talked to Brittany, my wife, said, hey, I'm buying a helicopter. And she was like, let's do it, go. So I found a helicopter down in Texas, had a great team source it. I don't want to get too complicated with this, but found a helicopter, had nowhere to put it, had no experience whatsoever. Good friend of mine flew down with me, brought it home, landed it at my house, nowhere to put it, no one to teach me. I'm like, oh, it's go time.
Yeah.
So, crazy enough, there ended up being a guy in my church.
Hey, JN, what's going on?
So come over a couple times.
The color that I'm doing is called, this one's SVG color PPF.
No issues. got
It's
the license.
called Capri, it's satin Capri purple, something like that. It's like this gray that has purple in it and blue. He wanted like
I mean, you can only go to the bathroom every couple hours.
the customer wanted like something that was simple, like not too crazy, but also was like cool. So this is what he ended up deciding on. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's got like, yeah, gray, silver, just super, super cool.
Yeah, it's real productive. We get to do a lot of fun things. The kids love it. We go camping. It's a cool thing. Yeah.
It's really cool. I didn't realize you fly state to
I
state.
need
Yeah, that makes sense.
a little bit more this
It's
way.
amazing. So you obviously, we're in Ohio.
Yeah.
By the way, we're in this laundromat again, and I know this is
Okay.
a state, city that you live in, but it's funny.
Can't wait to see.
Awesome. It's really cool to me. It is a lot different than California, where I grew up. But
Yeah, and I got a new
around here, right?
sprayer here as well for PPF. So this thing really puts out some good liquid pretty quickly. I really needed something like this.
I remember, I didn't recognize anybody. I remember coming through the airport at some point when I was a small YouTuber. Everybody had phase backpacks and like something like that. And I was like, man, I don't know who they are, but I remember that.
Now everyone's going to smile more. Hopefully both of us, Faith and smile more. But so I want to know a little bit about your childhood. Grew up in Ohio.
Okay.
And again, like you obviously now 15 years later, you're very.
I'm gonna start squeegeeing some of this water out.
You know, your editor and cameraman, he was mentioning how even he grew up in Ohio, and you're just well known in the state of Ohio, even from people that aren't necessarily fans of YouTube. So, you know, I know you're probably
Man, this finish is
but you had an
freaking
amazing career.
stunning, dude.
I guess childhood
God
story.
damn, son.
Did you grow up in a family that was
Finish
well
is so
off?
nice.
Can you share with us
Love
a
this
little bit
color.
Man, I've been so blessed. I was blessed with a hardworking mother and father, and we were very poor until I was about 17. We grew up in the flea market world every weekend, doing flea markets, collecting dollars.
We need to prep some tax
So my
solution.
childhood home until I was 16, 17 had holes in the floor. You could see the gravel under the house. I remember every single night. Nobody believes me when I tell this. Every single night we would go to the bathroom. You know.
I like your videos, helping me decide on mine. Gotta run, take care. Thank you, fam. Appreciate it. Thanks for jumping in real quick here. Appreciate it.
17 years old.
Appreciate it.
For, my father started a rope business. became a little more successful once I was into my late teens. We moved into our first like nice home.
Yeah.
When I was about 17, I think. So that kind of is where life started getting a little better for my whole family. But yeah, I grew up super poor, which I'm so blessed I did. I love that bring up. It just really shaped who I am now.
Yeah.
It really did. Like, I know how to hustle, I know how to make $1, I know how to hit a flea market, I know how to sell merch outside my laundromat. I know all these things because of how I was raised. It's a hustle, life's a hustle, it's a big one.
I need to make some tax solution.
I think especially doing that, kind of get out and kind of taste
This.
a lot of my real money. It's probably motivating in one sense, but also see your parents. You have to help your parents. And I was going to about this too, and his parents came from overseas. My parents came from overseas, and they came with like, $100 in their pocket, and they kind of had no choice but to make it.
Yep.
I'm not shocked that your parents had those.
And I got some water.
You being 15 years in, you're one of the hardest working YouTubers that we've seen. Still making content. And again, laundromat, and we're gonna get to all the stuff that you've done on the side. So
Yeah. So I just real quick on phone, I remember
Water, a little bit of alcohol.
I need my brother diapers. So
Wow.
it's a real thing, dude. The hustle's real.
That's
And
insane.
it's just great. You just never know where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
I'll be out and you see a very poor family with kids that barely have shoes on, and people feel so bad. And I, unfortunately, I look at these kids like they have just as good a chance as anybody, maybe better, because I was that kid.
Tax
When I
solution.
look at kids like that, I actually have so much more hope. It's such great motivation.
So what I'm gonna do is actually
I see
trim
every day, I'm like, that was you.
the sides a little bit here,
No,
so I don't
it's,
have
it is
so
inspiring.
much just
But
like
it's-
sitting.
Absolutely,
And
man.
again,
on the
it
edge
doesn't sound
here.
bad, and you grew up, you did it. You had that childhood.
I was a
so.
super poor little kid, and everybody's got a shot. Just gotta want it.
I get inspired by your work ethic again, even now, which I'm going to ask you about soon, about even till this day still uploading this. Obviously, you don't need to be uploading YouTube videos anymore, right? But I know there's something in you that is you've had since you were a kid. It seems like. So
Yeah.
when you were a kid, right? I guess before you said until you were like 17 and 18 is when you guys started maybe making money. Were you a part of your dad's road business, or did you have different first jobs, or what did you do as a kid?
Yeah, I worked at Road Factory since I could walk.
Wow.
I mean, he had, that's probably before child labor laws, but no, we just grew up in a family business. It's a lot like today's family business. You know, the whole family's got to chip in, and everybody's got to do their part. And that's how I was brought up, man. They picked me up from school. We go straight to that factory, slap labels on rope, and that was my life, which taught me a lot, man. Watching mom and dad work so hard physically with their hands taught me to work physically with my hands. It's like, okay, I'm super poor as a kid. Now mom and dad has found a little success. They've never been rich, but they found success. They got us a new home, right? So in my head, okay, you work hard to get that.
Yeah.
So it's just built into me that you work hard for what you want. There's no shortcuts. You gotta just go all in. There is no tired. There is no tired. We sleep next time. I mean, we just keep grinding.
It's amazing. That's amazing because you lived that. You're not just saying that, you lived that, and it's been apparent even in your adulthood. So
Thank you.
that's amazing. So did you do other things though? Did you play sports? I mean, in between working in school, were you a kid that did you play sports? Did you have
Okay.
Really just kind of work?
Now that it's trimmed, gonna hit up some tack solution. Heat up some tack.
I was.
Get it behind there a little bit. Clean out those edges.
I'm not kidding. From the
of any
time I
soap.
understood school in general as a kid in elementary school, I just didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention in junior high. Even in junior high, I was telling all my teachers, I don't care about this. I don't care if I get an F because I'm gonna make videos for a living. And back then, that was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was so ridiculous.
What year?
So to tell you how crazy that is, YouTube came out in 2006.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2001.
Then
Yeah, that's what.
pushing out that
So make
tack solution.
But it was like I was watching the next videos. I was watching this. That's what I'm gonna do. And never once in my life considered it made me money. That's just what I wanted to do. So I remember my teacher saying, "How are you gonna make money doing that?" I just remember I never even thought about that. I never even thought once about that. So once school was over, it was like, okay, now's your chance. Make your videos. You're not going to college. You got nothing else to go make your videos. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So I went full time in that rope factory for 9 years. Worked full time, Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. twice a week, and 8 to 5 the rest of the week. So did that for 9 years. Made stupid videos as a hobby. Years and years went by, and a buddy of mine was like, you should put these on YouTube.
No, so you weren't even posting
I
that.
didn't even know what YouTube was. He's like, you should put these on YouTube. I was like, all right, whatever. So I started putting them on YouTube. No, 0 views for years. And then, I don't know what clicked to where I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take YouTube serious. And it's probably back in the Shane Dawson days and the days that those guys were just like always on the front page of YouTube making stupid videos. And I was like, well, I make stupid videos. I can get on the front page of YouTube. This is before money.
Man, this color is so cool. It's like
Front page of YouTube was
blueberry
It's
grape
I dedicated 3 years to YouTube. Made,
uh
I think it's
something
58
something.
cents
It's so
3 years.
wildly cool.
And I was
It's like like blueberry grape. I don't know.
blood, sweat, and tears.
Something like that.
That 50 cents just started.
Something
snowballing,
like that.
and all of a sudden, I was making more money than I was at the rope factory. But I was still going to the rope factory because that's all I knew. It was my safety net. I was so afraid to not go there. It's like, this YouTube thing could end tomorrow. Mom and Dad sat me down one day and said, "You have to stop coming here. You have to stop coming here. You need to focus on YouTube full time." I was probably 4 years into YouTube at that point, maybe 5. And that was my last day at the rope factory. And from there, it all exploded. I mean,
Finished.
just nothing went
Stunned.
right.
Stunned.
It just all started snowballing into all of a sudden I'm paying my rent, I'm paying my bills,
Beautiful.
I'm paying my people that are helping me.
Beautiful.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I mean, that's the fact.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Until they made me.
Out of here.
They made me do it.
You know, in my head naturally, it's like there's the two options. Like, parents are very understanding, or you know, it's a family business, and it's like they get offended. You know, some cultures, maybe some different types of parents. People look at it. That's amazing that they were not only supporting, but they like get out of the rope factory.
Okay.
And that has been just-
So basically, that's dry, or that's been cleaned of tack with tack solution. And now I'm just gonna, I basically let that sit and just let it dry. And I just kind of move on to the next panel. Because I literally will wait sometimes a day until those edges are completely dry. Because it just makes it so much easier to roll the edges when it's all dry. You know, people will try to roll the edges when it's wet, and I just feel like it just never turns out perfect. So I really like to let those edges just fully dry, and then I roll them and use a little bit of adhesive promoter.
So how much did you make that jump? You know, you said you made 58 cents for the first 3 years. So
But now I'm gonna work on this
5 years in,
tailgate.
Were you making like a normal salary? Maybe what were you at? Where it was like, all right, get out of the truck, go to this.
It was so random at that time because my videos were so random. It's like, it's not like it is now where every video gets the same amount of views. It's like maybe I had a viral behind that week or that month, so the income was higher, but it was super random. Thanks never paid much money, so I remember like losing my mind the first time I was like $3,000 on YouTube. Like that was insane to me. I'd actually never had $3,000 in my bank account to that point.
Trunk.
9 years I worked in that factory, never had $3,000 in
We
my
got
bank.
trunk right here.
So when I remember hitting $3,000.
I know that is close. That was cut so close.
Like I literally thought I was rich.
That's okay though.
And then that trickled up to maybe 7.
3, 4
10.
trunk.
You know, it's a long period of time, but that all snowballed into this crazy career and success, and you know, obviously my brand
Oh boy. That is gonna be
plays a major
really,
role in
actually,
and where I'm
it
at
seems
today.
people,
A
especially now.
lot closer than normal, actually.
Wanna be YouTubers, wanna be streamers, and again, it's so versatile.
Make sure that's
People don't
gonna
really
work.
understand it, but
Holy,
they think it's really that simple, it's an overnight
really
thing.
close on
But
this
back
one.
when, especially when you started, you're saying you wanna make videos before YouTube even existed, you know, you were there definitely before channels were being monetized, so you're a perfect example of the sort of it takes, maybe it took you, if I could say, it probably took you like a decade before you started making the type of money people think that every YouTuber makes, you know what I'm saying? And
Probably close.
Yeah.
Probably 7 years. I don't know if you definitely remember, you used to have to apply for monetization.
yeah,
And then you had to wait, I think it was 3 or 6 months if you got denied.
so crazy.
I got denied,
Oh, really?
so that was painful. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll never make money on this platform.
Wow.
That's just the nature of the beast. That's your resistance to keep pushing right there.
For sure.
Yeah, I got really close on
I'm
the
assuming the vlog
pre-cut
channel is
here.
really.
I mean, it's gonna be enough, but
Yeah.
boy, I got really close on it.
Usually don't make that much money.
Yeah, although my prank channel had become super successful, the money wasn't
Yeah.
successful. It was to us at
Yeah.
that time.
Let me just make sure that's the right one that I got here.
It wasn't until pranks got saturated,
Killer,
I started warning
killer.
everybody, like,
Yeah, that's
guys,
the right one.
gotta jump ship, we gotta.
That
do
is the
something.
right
So
one.
I'm doing something.
Pretty
I'm not
close.
staying in the prank game. It's saturated, everybody's faking now, everybody, it's so crazy, somebody's gonna get shot and killed eventually, right? I got laughed at for a while. I was like, dude, I'm gonna start daily vlogging. Jesse Wellens from Prank vs. Prank, who was crushing it back then. He was the first person that said, you should start daily vlogging. And I waited a year after he told me that to start. My wife, let's do this, I wanna be a family man. I was rated R back then. Hard, dude. And I was like,
I've seen your first video.
yeah, and I'm like, you know what, my kids are growing up, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want, what I want to do is really who I am.
Yeah.
And I thought I had to be rated up for the internet.
Yeah.
But still like dropping the F-bomb every once in a while, but for YouTube and for my family, no. So I was like, you know what, everybody's out here in LA, everybody's videos look exactly the same. I'm gonna stay in Ohio, build a cool backyard, raise a family, I'm gonna film daily. And man, was that shocking to everybody. Rated R pranks, super viral, 100 million views prank, right? So now you're gonna leave, make these family videos that are PG, like super PG, that's what I'm doing.
Oh man.
And I don't think it took a year before that channel completely and that became my success. The vlog channel became my major success, and just changed my life forever. I dropped the Smile More brand through there, and just went crazy. Just hit a whole nother level of success, finances, and I was able to be with my family all day. It was like a major gift.
Yeah.
Major gift.
And that's amazing, and again, a lot of hard work.
Oh
Man,
man,
up to that point, I love to reiterate because, you know, I don't wanna discourage people from trying to chase the dream of being a YouTuber or streamer, but I also want people to understand it's not as simple as they may think. Because, you know, nowadays there are people that go viral overnight. You know, you see it on TikTok, you see it, but it's not the typical case. The typical case is someone like yourself who spent 5 to 10 years to build it up. So, starting with 58 cents per video, starting with 3,000, 4,000, you know, having to quit your job. I think that's that moment of when someone realizes I'm making enough money to be able to quit their job, especially for an older, you know, someone who's older. Me, I started around 14, so I never had another job.
Yeah.
Which is another, you know, it's like, that's a blessing in some ways, but in other ways it's like, you know, I'm happy, I'm blessed with my life, period. But like, there's every chance I miss out on not working another job, like yourself, right? Or other YouTubers that work, people work a lot of different jobs. So the world is and I started my adulthood on YouTube. But at the same time, I also know that that's a very unique situation. Most people are not gonna start with it. So I don't have an obligation when the younger, kids speak to me.
Damn.
No, like.
Man, this color is, I mean, it's not the brightest, but it is so cool. It's so weird and different.
Only for money.
It's
Yeah, exactly.
So
so funky.
The old YouTubers is like,
So
you
funky.
started because you enjoyed making content, And, you know, I always say
I
that.
think I'm gonna
Do
go
what you love, and money's the byproduct.
kind of to the edge on the
If
top,
you don't love it, you're doing it just for money, it's probably gonna
and
be
then
you're not gonna make it through that.
and then I might, and then I definitely want to.
Right, for sure. Resistance.
I'm
is
gonna
too
wrap
heavy.
around on the bottom.
But if you
like
love
this.
it, the money really doesn't matter,
Yeah,
because it's your passion.
yeah.
So patience is key, and I wanna just say this because it's helped me a lot. Through my life, everything great has happened right after I've given up twice. The resistance gets so much, there's so much in your way to success, and every time you wanna quit, just go 2 more times. It's like, I'm done, I quit. And then you do it again tomorrow. And then you hit that next point, it's just like you're done, you're absolutely done. Go 1 more time. It's usually where all my successes hit. In fact, it's almost proven at this point.
Wow.
I quit YouTube twice right before I blew up.
Wow.
Fully quit, done, not uploading again. I started uploading.
Even now,
But almost with everything I've done, man, almost everything I've done, greatness happened right after I wanted to quit. So you gotta just power through it, push through it. Let your passion just do the drive.
Amazing advice. Again, if you have a passion, as I get older, if you have something that you're that passionate about, you have to chase it. Because like, you know, for me, when I kind of got over making videos, like there was really nothing I was super passionate about.
Yeah.
And it's not, you know, there's the dream of certain careers or whatever. If you're able to mix passion with work, and you're able to actually, you know, establish a family and take care of yourself based on passion, that's.
It looks alien. Gonna be a 6 Cybertruck? Absolutely, fam. Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. It kind of is like alien color. You're right.
You know, one part
Kind of like an alien color.
is to also open people's eyes. Have this in another season we do kind of just to kind of, you know, if you grew up in this world, you understand the money that flies around. A lot of people really are not. They would be shocked if they heard how much money people can make. So if you would be willing to share, speaking of YouTube, saying that you did start off, you know, it did take you a decade to get to this point. But what was one of your higher months on YouTube? Just YouTube ad revenue. I'll say the highest month, if you could think of, just that ballpark, I guess, of when you're at your peak of YouTube.
Yeah, so I think, I know a lot of people say YouTube doesn't pay as much now. I think they pay more now. But in my prime, I remember, this is gonna sound crazy, but I remember doing a lot of months, you know, $500,000 in just ad revenue. And that was, you know, no brand deals, no merch, you know. Yeah, it was really wild. But that was back when I was doing, you know, every upload was 3 to 6 million a day, every single day.
Yeah, no.
That now is
Oh my god.
absurd amount of money.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Not that wasn't.
No, that's it.
Like
That is.
coming from the Rope Factory to $500,000 a month was unreal.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't have written it in a book. Like they were like, "What do you want?" I would have never put $500,000 a month. I'd been like, 5,000 a month would just set me up.
Yeah, man.
Right? So I never expected that life ever. Yeah, merch into that. I mean, merch was one of our biggest revenue streams. Still is. Merch is. I tell every creator, I get mad at creators when they don't have merch.
Yeah.
Like you're leaving money, not only money on the table, but your fans want to support you. They want to rep you.
Yeah.
So merch for me was super important.
Obviously, Smile More.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, YouTubers do have merch,
Yeah.
but yours is different, right? You built a brand. So first off, where did the idea come from, and when did you make the decision to like not make Roman Atwood merch? Because that was, if anyone was doing merch,
Yeah.
it was based on their name or their brand. So
Yeah.
what made you think about making your own separate?
Which I always hated that idea. Hated it. I remember dropping a couple shirts with my name on it, and I hated it. Okay, where do I start? Smile More fully was created at the Rope Factory. Because on my lunch breaks, I'd be driving to Wendy's, Taco Bell, wherever I could get $3 worth of food, telling myself, everything's awesome, I feel great, keep smiling, smile more. I would just be in my head, literally faking myself out. You can't believe how effective that is. By the end of my lunch break, I feel good, go back in, knock out the rest of my time, go home. I would do that forever, man. I feel like years I was just hyping myself up. Smile more, dude. You got this. Come on, let's go. And you feel better after doing that. You can actually pump myself up. So Smile More was created in the Rope Factory. Years and years and years later, I think I started singing a couple videos of Smile. And some people started commenting. craft, I was like, I also grew up in the skateboarding scene, and I used to love drawing all the cool skateboard logos. So I was like, I need something that kids can draw by the hand. So I hopped on my computer, 20 minutes, make a Smile More logo. Like, it's so basic. But I wanted it to be so simple that any kid could just draw it. Threw that up, didn't put it on a shirt, I actually started putting it at the end of my videos. I put the logo at the end of my videos. And it started catching on, and the comments were just like, I love that logo, I love that saying, it's helping me. So a long time passed, I figured out how to put it on a shirt. Me and my wife ordered t-shirts, like locally, put them in our kitchen, and we released them. And that day, I don't remember, maybe
Alright, I think
13
the
orders.
surface is good.
It was crazy.
Gonna rinse it out. Leave these edges just pass down here.
All the addresses, put the stamps on it. We did that for a long time. We went from maybe 13 shirts on that first day to our biggest day. I think we did 33,000 orders in a day.
Wow.
So we got that. That's a big gap, but I think that was our biggest day. 33,000
One day.
orders. One day.
And each shirt is about 15, 20.
It is a mix. I had so many products at that time, so it was a mix of everything. But we sold millions of t-shirts over the last decade. In fact, when I'm out in public now, you'd be surprised how many people don't say what's in Roman. It's like Smile. It's like, it's literally a brand. I'm just so proud of it. I love it. I live by it. And I think the viewers have always been able to see that. It's not something I just say. It's like something I actually live by. And I went through it, and it helped me. So
That story is amazing. That story of you kind of forcing yourself to smile. Like, oh, again, like,
fake it till you make it, man. Like I did everything I could to keep a positive mental attitude, because as soon as that would slip, everything in my life would slip.
you very impressively, you had your prank channel, you reinvented yourself into a vlog channel.
Yeah.
Even this brand, it's like obviously it came from your vlog channel in some capacity, but it's like it's a whole other life that it's standing on. It's really amazing. It's amazing that you were able to. Now we're seeing the Smile More laundromat.
I know, dude.
It's so cool.
I know, it's
Even
so
while we were here, like a random man came in, just drove here from Chicago, he said. And he just I was just kind of hoping to run into you today.
I know, and he got you too. What a
Yeah,
bonus,
he
dude.
recognized me too. It was cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool. What a cool day to show up at a laundromat.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really cool. But that, honestly, because there's a lot on the internet. There's a lot of fake people, right? And there's a lot of things that are fake. But so for someone like yourself to own a brand like Smile More, maybe there's some people that would assume, I don't know. There's just a lot of things we could have, but know your actual story in the rope factory, the work you put in to get to where you are, and the fact that you're building that brand, and it's a positive brand, and you really live that. It's not just you putting on a fake. Because a lot of people have a character, they talk on camera, and that's not them.
So I got made fun of everybody for this brand. PewDiePie used to make videos making fun of this brand, Keemstar used to make videos making fun of this brand. It's like the more positivity I put out, the more hate I got. I never understood it. At the end of the day, I just kept up with it. I never responded to anybody.
I think people just don't expect someone like yourself to really, they just probably think you're being ingenuine or fake, you know what I'm saying? So, that's amazing though, your mindset, honestly. A lot of lessons to learn from your mindset. To your point, as I got older, I feel like I've noticed that everything is mindset. I just feel like in sports, I feel like in any aspect of life, if you see an athlete, there's just like a point where people start saying that they're not good anymore, and then there's that. And I'm just like, there's no way, nothing happened. It's really like Ben Simmons. Not trying to hate on him specifically, but it was very clear. He had he messed up at some point in his career. And everyone was talking about it, and I just feel like he kept making the same mistake over and over. And I just feel like it happens with athletes. It happens.
That's everybody. And the hard part about telling the viewers to try to live that way is it sounds so shit.
But that's
It does.
That's what people assume. That's why they're making fun of you, probably.
It
They
sounds
assume
so cheesy, bro. It's like, be positive, smile. I've always tried to share what's helped me. That's it. I don't know if it's gonna help you. I have no clue if it's gonna help you, but I know it helped me. And I kind of share all my life lessons. I try to, with my new channel, I'm trying to be as real and as open and just being vulnerable and just, I always say, I don't know if my experience is gonna help you, but I'm gonna share it with you, and I hope it does. I was 28 when I started growing YouTube. So I'm 41 now. So I'm not a young bird. Just like I'm a YouTuber. Like, dude, it's like another lifetime ago I was doing that.
It's crazy. You're giving me definitely some motivation because I'm 28 now. I was 14 when I started, and you know I feel like again it's all I ever knew, right? Phase and YouTube is all I ever knew. It's been half of my life. So for me, when I kind of stopped in the last few years, when Phase, our brand started getting a little shaky, I kind of felt like everything was over. I'm like, oh my god, my life's over in some capacity. But even hearing from you that you started at 28.
Dude, yeah, I was almost 30.
Yeah.
I was 30 when I had any money. Like, it's wild. So the people watching might be 18. You know, I think Gary Vee said it. He's like, you could fail for the next 10 years and still be way younger than me. You know, it's you have so much time. Everyone's in such a rush, and I think that causes a lot of failure because you don't have patience. But if you
and comparing to other people, right? These guys are younger and they're already so well off. It's a disease in some capacity.
It is.
Always, but to your point, like we're always looking for a reason to make that we can't do it. We're always looking for a reason to like, nah. Like it would be nice to be this and that, but this is why I can't. I have this job. Or
you know why? Because you know how easy it is to sit on the couch.
Yeah, it is.
You know how easy it is to make excuses. You know how easy it is to eat bad food. Everything that holds us back is easy.
Yeah.
If you want it, it's gonna be the hardest thing you've ever done.
Okay, final little flush on this baby.
There's nothing in my life that's been just nothing.
Even seeing you here today, like I just see you going around talking to customers. You're filming this while you're doing it. You're meeting fans. You're filming this with me, which I really appreciate. Again, you have 4 kids. Like even for something like you guys heard the numbers, you know, that's just brand. I mean, YouTube brand, right? That's nothing else. And it's like clearly he doesn't need to be sitting here right now if he didn't want to, right? So like,
It'd be fun on my helicopter right now. No, I'm kidding. But
yeah, I
know if you want to go fly, yeah.
but you really, again, you live it. Like you really live it.
No, I like it.
All right, let's do. I'm gonna do the front next. So, like I said, with both of those pieces, let me go ahead and show you guys. With both of these pieces here, I'm just gonna be letting those dry, essentially letting those edges dry completely. And then once those are done drying, I will roll the edges. But in my experience, I feel like it's really not worth it to do the edges so early on. Just really don't need to. Because you might as well just wait for it to dry. But yeah, I'm gonna start working on this. Thank you guys for dropping in. If anybody's in here right now, I do appreciate it. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make some of my original mix here. Yeah, I'm gonna make some of my original mix here. Yeah, if any of you guys are in here and haven't said hello yet, let me know. Alright, I'm making some slip solution in my other sprayer here. I'm not sure how I'm liking my new sprayer, to be honest. I don't know, I really like these ones. Really kind of like these ones.
Amazing facility. And I'm with Matt from the Commercial Branch, who started the company, and we just pretty much
I'll go ahead and pump this baby up. Ooh, ooh. Give it a little swirl. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like this one, I have to pump it more, but I just feel like it does a much better job. foaming up the soap. Okay.
So, yeah, Small's my baby, still is. We sell it online, and we sell all the merch that we did in Texas. That is all leftover merch from years ago, and we sell it for $300. All shirts, all hats. So it's so fun for locals to just come in, grab a couple tees for the family. There we go. Amazing. No one's watching that.
So we got hood.
To get a laundromat and throw the branding on there. You want from just selling shirts that you're cleaning up, right?
Yeah. This one's funny. How did I have it for example? So, I had just recently purchased a car wash. I always wanted a car wash. And you go, if you want to make money, buy a car wash.
Car wash, yeah. The car wash.
So she's looking at properties constantly. And randomly, comes up for sale. And she says it's being new, she's like, oh, like we're buying. So we go and look at it. I paid for this car wash, by the way. Just, it made more sense to pay cash. The cash flow on this car wash is not that much. It's more for me, owning a property all day. That's what I want. I want to own real estate. So I cash paid that. So it's around $40,000. It's a little money. But 3 weeks later, my wife, who's very good friends with the owner of this laundry, she went to school and grew up with the daughter of the owner of this laundry. So they're all hanging out. She mentions the car wash. He hears this, the owner of the laundromat hears that and said, oh, you should buy my laundromat if you like owners. So that day, she texted me right away. She's like, hey, Randy's got a laundromat for sale. Interesting. It all came because of the car wash. So I also always say this, you never know where you can go. You have to always be doing things more often.
Curious, but did you post a video of your road trip from California? I did not. I feel like I should. I have a ton of footage on my phone. I think that would be a good video to put up. I just still haven't gotten to actually putting that up yet. There we go.
Cash flow is high, let's finance it. So we did that, and that's been real interesting to me. I don't believe paying cash for things is the right way. Like there's always been everything so that I pay cash, knowing I can do it, right? I never had money, so now that I do, I'm still scared to lose it.
Taking this,
Which is very
usually what I'll do is I'll take off half of the liner or half of the PPF, I'll soap it down, and then I'll do the other half. Just makes it much easier.
That's how we ended up launching that. And, you know, day one, not kidding, first week.
My PPF you did is still looking good. Dragon Blood. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? I did not know that was you. Glad to see you popping in here. I've been working on this one today, so I decided to do a little live stream. But yeah, I'm glad it's doing good. Today, this one is another PPF. This one's a satin one. This one's really pretty wild. This one's a color shifting, I'd almost say it's a blueberry, kind of like a blueberry grape gray or something along the lines of that. I'd say. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool. How has the SVG PPF been? Do you feel like it still cleans up as well as it did on day one? You feel like, what are you thinking?
I'm going to be behind me for 3 years at Traverse, so I bought every single machine out.
I definitely want to see I haven't done SVG PPF on my truck for a long period, so I definitely feel like, so far I've heard really good things about. I've been using spray wash, nice. So with my PPF, I noticed that it's got a good amount of scratches in it, and just because I literally, taking snow cleaners and brushing it, it's going to scratch the PPF, but I want to heal those scratches, but it's just so hard in the winter because the sun is almost never hot enough, so it's almost like you either have to hit it with a heat gun or just wait until the summer until it gets hot enough to heal those scratches in the PPF. Haven't done an actual water wash touch up here and there. Very nice, very nice. Any new mods that you've gotten? I've been doing quite a few mods. Of course, a lot of companies send me stuff, but I've been doing quite a few mods. Swivel screens, rear view cameras. I'm actually working on installing a rear camera washer really soon. That's something that a few Cybertruck owners want. So I'm gonna do it on mine and see how it goes first. It's been holding up pretty well. Nice. Well, that's great to hear. I actually just had one of my customers, send me a photo of his Cybertruck, and he was in an accident. So that's unfortunate. So hopefully I will touch that up for a bit. Wow, but we'll have to see if his whole Cybertruck might get replaced. I don't know. But that's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Color is so weird, it's so wild. So wild. It's just like, I don't know if you can tell, it's like gray, blue, and then purple. I want a rear view camera mirror, but your video scared me. Yeah, so I would not recommend, unfortunately, you know, I really appreciate them sending that out. But I'm going to be honest and recommend that one you don't get. Because stuffing that many wires up there messes with your GPS. So that's something I would not suggest. However, I bought a different rear view mirror on Amazon and I made my own system where I wired the wires in a different way and it works perfectly. So I'll probably make a video on that at some point, but yes, I have successfully gotten it to work now, eventually. I've gotten one to work.
It's also one of the hardest things. For sure. If I need and property tax, so I get it. I'm just speaking about things I invest in that are absolute bangers.
Yeah, Rod, so when I did an interview with Rod, his main thing is property too. Yeah, if you think about it, so that is your land. When you think about it, your whole
It's just, the finish on this PPF is just so good. It really is just so good. I mean, the thing that I've been noticing with Cybertrucks, especially ones that I get that haven't been washed in a while, there's like these, you know, I'm sure you've... Alright, sounds good, fam. Thank you, brother. Thanks for dropping in. But I've seen all the rust nibs on the Cybertrucks, and that's probably the biggest issue that I've had with prepping these for wrap, because it gets these weird rust nibs on the finish of the Cybertruck that I have to figure out a way to get off, which the clay bar seems to work pretty well. Man, this finish, I just keep, whew, it's just so nice.
Yeah, but it's also
So nice.
It is. It's hard. It is. That one is for accumulate some success first, then start looking at that. It's a tough one.
So you have a lot of really cool projects that you're investing in while you're partner.
Sure.
Most YouTubers just add up brand deals and merch, even if merch. So brand deals is funny because it seems like brand deals are really not anything. We haven't even really touched on other than okay, yeah,
Sure.
did you do any brand deals?
eventually, we did plenty of brand deals. In early days, brand deals really helped us and shape us. And, you know, to this day, I think we're 160 days in a row and maybe on a mission. I'm just trying to keep it just raw, real. Not saying I'm
Looking good.
for me, I'm
Looking
always
freaking
actually
good.
the guy who's shouting at me. So if I spend a day shouting out another.
All right, guys, I'm gonna keep working on this. I think I'm gonna end the stream, but thanks for dropping in if any of you guys did. I appreciate